kind of new ideas that will help you develop your business. I was moved with this beautiful artistic piece at the opening. Frankly speaking, it is really a beautiful illustration of what we do or what we try to do for the world here, of course, in India. Here are a few ideas I want to share with you today, because I think they are probably going to give you a new perspective, an extended perspective about what we together do every day. It started, of course, with this passion of saying, okay, it's very hard to understand how you design something from a flat definition and investing to really create unflatten the world with 3D representation, and this will continue, and I think it's even expanding today. So it's not the past, it will expand. And then we apply this to design, to manufacturing, to the life cycle, invented PLM, product life cycle management, and around the 2010, we came back to you and said, you know what, we think that the industry of the 21st century is not going to be an extrapolation of the industry of the 20th century. We think that there will be a smooth but real move from product-centric economy to experience-centric economy. Simply said, the value will move to the usage. This was already almost 15 years ago. So 15 years ago, we made that bet. We asked ourselves, how should we enable this to happen for companies around the world? And that's how we gave birth to what is called the 3D experience platform. And it contains experience, which is the fiction of what you want to deliver to your client, and translating that fiction to a reality, developing products and services to do it. The world is step-by-step move toward that perspective. So it had a lot of consequences. And I remember very well during the world tour in 2011 that many of our customers around the world were opening their eyes and saying, what is this guy talking about? Okay, can you do more V5? Can you do more of VPN? Can you do more of 10-year manufacturing? And this guy is talking to us about something else. Today, I think you can admit that it has been a very valuable change in perspective, looking at things with new eyes. So this is what I want to do with you today, which is to look at the consequence of how the economy now is going to extend from being based on experience, the value of experience, and with a lot of consequences, to become a generative economy. The beauty about life is its metamorphosis. It's millions of years of optimization. And I think you will accept that we walk the talk. We invested about 8 billion already to master or discover what we can learn with life. You got the benefit of that with the COVID vaccine. We reduced the cycle time from 6 years to 1 year to do the clinical trial with many data. And we are seriously 8 billion we're investing in fundamental science to really understand what and how we should look at the industry of the 21st century, learning from life metamorphosis. So I call this the generative economy, an economy that will become generative, where circularity will be built in. And don't confuse, this is not associated to generative AI. I don't believe it. Generative AI is a toolkit, it's a technique. But the fundamental thing is how life is working and what can we learn from it to do this beautiful circularity that we have not been able to do yet for the world. This is really the topic I would like to address and share with you a few elements of that. So that's why we said harmonizing product nature on life means we better have to understand nature, which is life, and biology, and many of those things, and see how all this can come together. Now we are focusing on 12 industries, 64 segments. Why so? Because it's not because we only want to know what you want from us. That's a normal relationship with customers if you are customer-centered. But it's also to understand where those industries are and what could be their future. It's also to understand the knowledge and know-how, which is the secret thing that you have in your company.